Oh, hi. Welcome to week 62 update video for the account. The Jabba the Hutt grind, rush, journey, whatever we decided to call it. As you can see, we're making some decent progress with Jabba the Hutt. We already have 4 of the requirements completed, and Fennec Shand is on the way. As you can see, we need a few more pyrotechs, but I'm getting more from assault battles now that I have Jedi Knight Luke done, and it's happening. It's coming along. It's coming along quite nicely. The Gear 12 pieces I'm managing to stay on top of, so that's pretty sweet as well. So once we get them to Gear 12, which is going to be pretty quick soon for Fennec, we should be able to take it to relics pretty quickly. After Fennec, I'm either going to do Chrysanthemum or Aura Sing, but it'll more likely be Aura Sing because she doesn't require Chirotechs until Gear 13. Chrysanthemum is a priority because he fits on an Aphra team because there's synergies with the Aphra team, and it'd be nice to have a tank on that team instead of IG-88, who does not a lot, does not do a lot on that team. At least at the moment. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. That's all happening right now. As far as everything else is concerned, still managing to get #1 in fleet, but it is getting more and more and more difficult every single day, especially as it was the 15th yesterday. So more people got 7-star executors, and the 7-star executor mirror match is painful. Very, very painful. So it is getting quite difficult. But you will notice I now have the finalizer unlocked. I finally managed to get all the finalizer requirements done. So now we have the finalizer. I'll be able to get 15 shards here and there on our way to getting that requirement for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, which is pretty exciting. I also have the Profundity and the Profundity Squad. It's my understanding that this is the most common squad for Profundity. Bookmarked, favorited, so that it's ready to go. We know what we're doing. We can start powering them up as needed for when we do the Profundity journey after the Jabba the Hutt journey. However, there has been an amendment to the journey guide, or rather my progress through the journey. We'll do Jabba the Hutt as normal. We're going to do Profundity after Jabba the Hutt, but maybe not directly after Jabba the Hutt anymore because of our boy Yar Yar Binks. I noticed Relic 5 requirements, it's not that big an ask. It's not like Bo-Katan that wants Relic 7s across the board. It's only Relic 5s. I've done that before for Dr. Aphra, and that was pretty simple. I didn't go all in. In fact, I went none in to the additional drop event that happened just recently with all of the Gungans. However, the Gungans have been pretty generously given out. So I have all of them at least halfway to 7 stars, with some even already on their way to their 7th star right now. When I remember to log into the PC client, I also get 2 shards of a random Gungan every day, I think every day of this month, so that'll be an extra few shards here and there. But doing the math, I wait for a year, and they get accelerated. I've got them a halfway done, so it'll take about a month and a half just to get them to 7 stars. If we do some math here, that's about a year and away, a year away from now. But because they're already at halfway done, it's going to take 3 months, which is the standard farming time to get someone from 0 to 7 stars, which is not so bad, I don't think. One of them, Parples, is in Cantina, so that'll be quicker. One of them is in Fleet Arena, so I'm not really spending that energy on anything else, so might as well put it towards that. And then we've got 2 hard node farms as well, but one of them's only 16 energy, which is pretty good. And then Boss Nass, we've got Boss Nass already at 6 stars, so I think that that's the way to go, because the Jar Jar Binks team, the Gungan team, is just incredibly powerful. It's super useful. They have an Omicron for every game mode. Whether you want to apply them or not is a different story, but it's there to be done. So I think going from Jabba to Jar Jar to the Profundity should be a decent course of action. I don't believe I'll be able to stay number 1 in fleet for much longer. So the Profundity is still quite a high priority, as that definitely helps against the Executors. And I've got the feeling that a number of people in the Shard might be going for Profundity already as well. Gonna hit that before me. But I think Jar Jar is a good shout. I think Jar Jar is a very good shout, because he's gonna help me in Grand Arena immensely. Most likely help me in Conquest immensely. And if I were to hazard a guess, I would say it's gonna be a pretty good team for Proving Grounds. And I'm slowly getting my way to Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds is coming up pretty quickly since I accidentally picked up that Lightspeed bundle. But no regrets. No regrets at all. So as far as hard nodes are concerned right now, doing the Rey node, slowly getting Rey's Millennium Falcon up, doing the Embo node, because he's just a good character to have with Jabba. And then on the light side of things, we're doing the Y-Wing, which is getting ever closer. We're doing the Phalanx, which is a 16 energy. It's getting ever... Oh no, this is the Bombardier, sorry. This is my slowest one, which is getting ever closer. And we're doing Lando Skiff Guard, which is taking a while, actually. It's pretty bad drop rates we've been getting for a lot of these characters, but still pretty good. In the Cantina nodes, I'm farming the Ebon Hawk. It has been painfully slow, but we're nearly there now. I've been farming it for the last 2 stars. I had it at 5, but seeing as I was getting Rey's Millennium Falcon up and running, I was getting Lando's Millennium Falcon up and running, it felt about time to get the Ebon Hawk done. It'll also help in the mirror matches, I believe. But as soon as we get these last 12 shards, we're heading down... I hope this was the right one. No, it wasn't. We're heading down to farm up Tarpals and get Tarpals done. From there, I think I'll go back to farming signal data, because I don't have enough signal data to actually get Jabba the Hutt up to relics. So that'll be the next bit, but it's not going to take very long, and we'll be done with that. I'll also need some for the Gungans when I get to the Gungans, so signal data will probably be the farm as soon as I finish on Tarpals. I did it again, didn't I? But yeah, it's going. Everything's coming together quite nicely. As far as Conquest is concerned, last Conquest I managed to clear it. So I am ready for hard Conquest as soon as I get that 4 million galactic power, which is very exciting stuff. Then this Conquest is so-so. I'm not super excited about it. I'm just kind of going through the motions, grabbing the bonus materials and gear that you get as you complete it. But I'm not going to be farming Datacrons. I'm not going to be doing any of that stuff. It's just kind of existing. I also managed, just on a completely unrelated note, to get to the next tier of the Prestige quest for Jedi. Since I unlocked Jedi Knight Luke and I got him up to Relic 7, I was able to do the last requirement of the previous tier, which was beat 10 Squad Arena battles with all Jedi. So that's done. I do now have to get Old Ben to Gear 12, so that is going to be a while. And I keep forgetting to do this, but I need to win Light Hard 9D with 5 Jedi, which is going to be very easy once I eventually do it. And then territory battles will just come naturally. The Bounty Hunter one, still on bounty number 1 of 7, which is very demoralizing because these Boba Fett payouts take a really long time. And I did spend a few months back, I did spend an hour or so just constantly running a galactic challenge, the lowest tier, getting Boba Fett's payout and winning over and over again. I got myself about 100 wins, but I just don't know if it's worth it. 10 crystals, 50k, a new picture I'm not going to use, but it's there in the background. You might as well do it. We've made it to 3.5 mil, let's say. So we're 500,000 away from 4 million galactic power, which is pretty big. I feel like I need to get my Padme team up to relics in time with that so that I can start doing proving grounds and getting some 3 stars, because I know that there's some Padme teams that can 3-star a couple of the different proving grounds. And so getting those proving grounds characters up and farmed quickly is going to be very beneficial, I believe, because they're just all really strong characters. I am doing really well with all of the relic materials for Jabba the Hutt. The circuit boards and the bronzium wiring are a bit rough, but I have all the chromium transistors, I have all the iridium heat sinks, all the electrum conductors, all the zimbittles, all the fragmented signal data, all the incomplete signal data, all the flawed signal data. I have all of these numbers, so that's pretty exciting. Of course, we've got to get 2,000 more Carbantes, which is going to take a long time. We need to get 1,000 more stun guns. The eyeballs are just the bane of my existence. You need so many of them. They make me cry every time. And these Armatech fusion furnaces, I actually don't think I'm going to be able to get a lot of in a short period of time. But we've still got a while to go because we still have to get 800 of the battle computers and 1,200 of the Chiropractic shock prods. So we're a big ways off. We're a big ways off getting to Jabba. But this Jabba journey has been a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. The journey I thought was originally going to take 12 months may take much less than that. If I'm not pretty close in 6 months, I'd be surprised, I think. As I finish these nodes that I'm farming, aside from swapping and starting to farm Boss Nass, all my energy is going to be going into shock prods, and hopefully the drop rate improves, as I simmed 16 this morning and got 2 shock prods. I don't know what the drop rate is, but it feels like it should be higher than that. Cool. If you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if you want me to review your account, if anything like that, put it in the comments. Come into the stream. I'm streaming on YouTube now as well as on Twitch. If you haven't popped in yet, be sure to check that out. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And scene. All right, the YouTube video's over, gang. The YouTube video's over.